There are many modern reproductions of the tragedy of Antony and Cleopatra that use the exact same plot of the original Shakespeare play. They have made TV series, miniseries, movies, and TV movies all over the world. Most of them focus on Cleopatra because of the type of woman she was. She was fearless, strong, outspoken, powerful, full of love, and above all, a queen. Cedric Messina was a British producer and director. He created a series of Shakespeare's plays. It was a total of 7 series with 37 episodes, and one of the plays he used was The Tragedy of Antony and Cleopatra, which was aired in the UK on May 8, 1981, broadcasted by BBC Television. On May 23, 1999, in the US, they released a TV miniseries of Cleopatra. Cleopatra was played by Leonor Varela, and Antony was played by Billy Zane. On July 31, 1963, a movie based on Shakespeare's play was released. The stars were Elizabeth Taylor playing Cleopatra and Richard Burton playing Mark Antony. If I was to compare and use modern-day movies to describe this play, it would be a correlation of the movies Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 300, and The Romeo and Juliet. In Mr. and Mrs. Smith, it's simply because neither of them want to give up power, but they are in love. Even though they are constantly questioning each other's loyalty and love, they try to make it work and try to leave aside their differences. Then it would go on to the movie 300 because of the war Antony and Cleopatra created between Egypt and Rome. This gives me a clear picture on how men would fight against each other for their country. Ending with the tragedy of their deaths, which this has to be so Romeo and Juliet. Even though it wasn't exactly the same storyline, they all end up dead by committing suicide for love.